Hey guys, welcome to the Super Post Show where we talk about things Marvel, DC, and Star Wars. And today I want to talk to you guys about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So there's been a plot leak that is dropped. And so obviously, take this with a grain of salt. It is neither true. I can neither confirm nor deny if it is true. So as I said, this isn't confirmed. This isn't set in stone. But I do think some of the things in here are true. I think most of it is true. So listen to it and take with it as you may. Okay, so the events of the movie begin in Oblivion, nowhere. Obviously, this is where we were in the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special. Not all right. Adam Warlock is a big kid who only listens to his mom and doesn't understand who he really is. Adam Warlock's mom sends him to kill the Guardians. The Guardians manage to escape, but Rocket is badly injured. The Guardians cannot heal him because of his special DNA, so they need to go to the Counter Earth, a huge ship that looks like a planet inside, to infiltrate the High Evolutionary's lab and obtain a cure for Rocket. Because it was he who created Rocket, and only he knows how to cure him. They go there, find the lab, and rescue Rocket, but Adam Warlock was also following them, and they fight again. Meanwhile, the High Evolutionary finds out about the Guardians and wants to get his own rocket. Adam still tries to kill the Guardians, but now the High Evolutionary's troops and the High Evolutionary himself are in his way. The High Evolutionary fights Adam Warlock, and the High Evolutionary is defeated, and Groot saves Adam Warlock. The Guardians are also fighting High Evolutionary troops as Counter Earth heads to nowhere. Counter Earth practically collapses on nowhere, but Cosmo stops it with his powers and allows the Guardians to get everyone off the ship in time. Cosmo and Kraglin spend the entire film on nowhere. Drax dies in this battle. Peter is depressed because his Gamora is dead, and the new Gamora doesn't love him, so she doesn't even know his last name, Quill. Gamora now has her own team, but she helps the Guardians on Counter Earth. Peter is drunk and sad throughout the first act of the movie. He doesn't even realize that Warlock has arrived and blames himself for what happened to Rocket. At the end of the film, he feels guilty and leaves the team. Gamora leaves with her new team at the end of the film. She never fell in love with Peter. The film will have flashbacks to Rocket's childhood, in which he grew up with Layla, in whom he meets again on Counter Earth. There will also be two other animals in the film, a walrus named Tuss and a rabbit named Floor. At the end of the movie, we see a new team of Guardians with Rocket as the leader. The team also includes Cosmo, Groot, Lylla, Nebula, Mantis, and Adam Warlock. The film ends with a dance scene of the entire new team, which is very similar to Peter's dance from the first part of Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, here are some additions. Peter is likely to return in Avengers Secret War. A new team of Guardians will likely be called the Annihilators. The Annihilators is possibly the next title of the Guardians movie. In the future, Silver Surfer and other characters will join the team. Okay, so I'm going to keep it a buck. If this plot is true, it's going to be completely whack. If there's no Peter Quill, there's no Guardians. If there's no Peter Quill, there's no Guardians. I think that the whole, I do think the Gamora thing is tricky because it's like, it would be cringe if Peter Quill got a girl who didn't know him to automatically fall in love with him because her old self on like his planet did. It would be kind of weird. So the way they would juggle that would be, I think it would be cringy either way. So I understand why that's kind of weird, but I do have some reservations about the other Gamora stuff. I mean, Gamora being on her own team, whatever. I mean, I guess, they're out to find her, but she's with another two people. Okay, whatever. I hope that they don't gloss over Drax's death. I hope that it's not quick, and I hope that it's not, something that's not cared about. In this plot league, it seems like Drax's death was just like another day, and I hope that they don't do that. I do like the idea that they are digging into Rocket's plot, into Rocket's, kind of lore, like dealing with the High Evolutionary. I think that's a great plot for the third film. Everyone loves Rocket. But yeah, I mean, the big problem that I see is the idea that Peter Quill will be quitting the Guardians and possibly doing a Annihilators movie. I think that would be terrible, and I don't think it will be very successful. Now, if they do it to where Peter Quill quits in this movie and then he ends up being in the next Avengers film, okay, and he ends up becoming a guardian or an annihilator, again, I'm fine with that. But if it's just going to end with Peter Quill just not being a part of the team anymore, that's going to be hard to build. And I ain't gonna lie, it'll be very awkward and weird to try to bring that into Avengers Secret Wars. Like it'll have to be done in a very odd way. So yeah, I think this plot is just odd is the best way to say it. And there's just a lot of question marks in this kind of plot. So yeah, tell me what you guys think and leave a comment below. And guys, remember, please like and subscribe and show love. All right. Deuces. Peace out.